Space Cowboys and Girls. We are back after an unreasonably long hiatus. This is Zero with First Ascent to Legend with what's probably going to be a new series for Empyrion Galactic Survival. I think we passed the tutorial part of things in the last series, and that got divvied up too heavily because the episodes would take way too long to record. I was recording them like a 20-minute, half-an-hour episode would take me like 2 hours plus to edit afterwards. So I'm gonna be trying a new format for this playlist. Let me know if you like it or hate it or don't care that it's different. I don't know. You'll see. This will be much more straight through. I will do a lot less editing. I mean, for the most part, yeah, this should make it so that I can balance being a dad, which takes a lot more effort than one would initially think. You know it's going to take a lot of effort. You mentally prepare yourself that it's going to take up all of your free time, and then it's worse than you thought. Like, not in a bad way, it's just like it's more demanding than one would originally think. So yeah, that's part of the reason I kind of vanished off the face of the map, because my daughter got to the point where she was like very into her papa and needed me around and was always, and there was just no way I was going to record a video without her trying to hop up on my lap and hit all the keys on the keyboard. So having said that and gotten that out of the way, there's my half-assed apology for disappearing on you guys. I'm back. Going to be recording more videos again. If this format works and everything goes well, I'm going to be applying the similar type of stuff to the other series that I do. I'm probably going to be doing more series because it's going to make it a lot easier to do series, because there'll be much less editing. So I think I've already said that. I know I've already said that. Anyway, alright, so without further ado, let's get into it. We have missed a bunch of alphas since we last shared an escape pod together. It is now up to alpha 2.3.1. The game exited alpha a while back. We were still recording them. And then some odd releases came between when I stopped in alpha 1 and started recording again now. Alpha 2 came out on top of it, and then there's been several like bug fixes and minor tweaks and whatnot, graphical adjustments, and they added some new Unity shaders or textures or something. The graphics do look better, markedly better. So here's the new setup. We have YouTube Solar System. It's just the dumbest name I could think of. There's the time and the date. That's my seed. It is 11:45, 7:25, 16. This probably won't get uploaded until either late tonight or in the morning. I don't know. Custom setup. We have the easy escape pod. Everything else here is set to normal. I tried player progression fast. It went too fast. I tried higher ore deposits. It felt unfair because I got into an ore deposit that had like, I don't know, 12,000 ore in it, which was just bonkers. And then we have the number of deposits, which I tried setting that up to high, and it was almost too much clutter. Like, you couldn't, like, the HUD was littered with, you know, markers. Oh, there's 57 iron deposits. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was crazy. So I turned this down to easy so I get more stuff to start. I also have the overall drone presence, drone base attack, NPCs, all this turned up to high, so the combat portion of this will be harder. Enemy difficulty is set to medium because I don't like unloading 15 clips into a bad guy's face in order to kill him. That just, it ruins the immersion for me. Like, I'd rather have more bad guys, you know, that are normal difficulty to kill, you know what I mean, like higher groups, bigger groups basically, than having small groups that I have to, you know, stockpile ammo to take out one of them. So constructor craft speed to kind of compensate for these high difficulties, and blueprint production speed. This isn't really going to make a difference. Most of the time, by the time I get to the point where I start the blueprint, like, there's no, like, I had a 5-hour recipe. I put so much crap in there that it went down to like 13 seconds or something like that for the blueprint. So it worked out pretty well. So you see my setup, you see my seed, you see my name, everything's good here. Without further ado, we're going to jump into the planet and we're going to start exploring and setting up. So yeah, they've changed quite a few oh wow, right off the bat, magnesium, that's a good start. I think I found something else. Promethium. Oh my. Silicon, copper. Okay, this is, see, and you saw the way I set everything. This is not cheating. This is just, holy crap, that seed worked out really well. I can't tilt this up anymore, can I? No, I can't. Alright, well, we're gonna crash onto this lake over here. I don't know where we're gonna wind up staying. I want to start my base near an iron deposit. I kind of want to make the base up on a mountain. So I can get a good view. Good lord. I think I'm gonna cry whiplash. That had to have hurt. Alright, so we're here, down on the ground. This thing's apparently gonna vanish at some point. And let's, first things first, take our helmet off, because this is a temperate climate, as we've stated in previous videos. There's literally zero reason not, or yeah, literally zero reason to have your helmet on. So let's start moving by moving important stuff here. I'm gonna put this here, there, there. Yeah, why not? This will go down here. Alright, and I think that covers just about everything. Alright, I'll worry about organizing stuff better later. Alright, so let's take a peek. Let's see if there's an iron ore. We did not bump into a single iron ore on the way down, did we, huh? Well, we have like literally almost every other ore that we need short of cobalt in the immediate vicinity. I'm seriously tempted to set up here. But let's explore something. I mean, isn't that the point here? Oh, 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 oh. Iron deposits. Holy crap, 2 of them. That's a big one too over there. Alright. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna go through the water. Alright. I'm not really sure which of those I'm going to go for first. I mean, cannon drones aren't particularly threatening. And it looks like that one's guarding that 1800 deposit. So, I mean, I could probably sneak in there, kill him, finish off the deposit, and he shouldn't respawn, I think. Oh, look, they even added a hint here warning you that you'll sink if you try to do anything but swim. Which is odd, because I mean, at the very least, like, you should be able to, like, I don't know, use the flashlight while you're swimming. That'd be lovely. I mean, it's got, like, silicon or something in it, right? Shouldn't it be mildly buoyant? I can understand not being able to swim with a gun in your, or a rifle in your hand. Like, the pistol, I don't know. I don't know. I'm arguing with nothing. Because, you know, I think in real life, if you tried to swim with a pistol, it'd be pretty difficult. Possible, but difficult. And you would be able to shoot it underwater anyway. So, alright. We're sneaking up on this dude here. Dude, I'm level 3 already. Look at this. This is beautiful. I need to stop laying on the stamina button. I'll lose all my stamina and then just get flattened. I'll get rolled over by some minion here. Alright, so we've picked up some seaweed so we can make some more biofuel when we get a chance. That works out well. Now the question is, can we get near one of these deposits without getting our face shot off? You know, I think you move faster on the bottom of the ocean anyway, or on the bottom of the water anyway. Alright. I don't know, man. It looks like that one... No. It's definitely not far enough away. I think I might set up right here on this ridge to the north. East. Northeast. There we go. Oops. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. That'll give me a good view of the surrounding area. I'm close enough to most of the things that I could ever want. Let's speed this along a little bit. No point in going through all this water if I'm not going to pick up the seaweed, right? This is a boring way to start the video, I'm aware, but I'm trying to do this particular series with a lot less cutting, editing type of stuff. No one really complained about me doing stuff off screen during the tutorial series, but I don't know, it's just like a thing. I don't like doing a bunch of cuts and editing. I might do a couple of lapses here and there, time lapses here and there to, speed up some of the boring stuff, so 20 minutes of mining becomes 2 or something. Well, I don't know if I'll speed it up quite that much. That'd be crazy. You wouldn't be able to watch it. But yeah, for the most part, I'm going to try not to do anything off screen. Mostly because, I mean, this is a Let's Play, not a watch only the stuff I want you to see. I mean, if I die, you're going to want to see it, right? I'd want to see it if someone else died. So I can laugh. No kidding. I can cry with you. Alright. Enough babbling. We're going to make our way up into this ridge. Oh my. There are several minigun drones here. And several iron deposits. Oh, this is going to be a naughty Capri. Ooh. Okay, well that's a start. That's a thing to start off with. Minigun drone, huh? And the MS Titan. So the plan is to get high enough up on this mountain I don't really know where I want to put the survival constructor. I think I'm going to put it here by the shore since it's close enough to actually get... Yeah, I'm close enough to actually get to other places. And I can always come back here if I need to. Because, I mean, the cool part about it is one of the recent updates, I believe I've made videos since this was a thing that came out, but you can actually pick the constructor back up, which is just super. I always hated, like, running out of the, I don't know. A couple of times you get stranded on the planet or whatever, and you don't have any way to, help yourself, and you have two options basically, is to suicide and force a respawn, or to just like hang out until you suffocate to death. Neither of which are particularly, interesting things that I want to do on a video, so. Alright, oh wow, that is a lot of seaweed. I did not realize I picked up quite that much. Well. So we're here. We found a couple of places. We're going to make our way over to an iron deposit. Kind of trying to decide which of these is going to be less hazardous. Like, I'm fine with dealing with those drones. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to go after that Titan sooner than later. But since it tends to call the troop transport, and that's really not something I want to mess with this early, I am probably going to do that later. Let's get some wood. I don't know how much. Yeah, it takes like an odd amount. I always wind up wasting a portion of the charge. So we're just going to take out some trees, because we're going to need this stuff anyway for the survival constructor in order to start building our base. There's actually, like, there's just been a whole bunch of really awesome little things that the devs have added. They had a forum thing a while back where they kind of put an open suggestions thread on their main website, and one of the things I suggested was one of my more favorite things from some of the other games I played, 7 Days to Die being a big one, is an upgrade tool. Because, I mean, it's really nice being able to, like, build things with cheap materials, but it kind of sucks trying to rip something down and rebuild it from scratch. So being able to like just, oh, I've got, you know, blank in my inventory, I can use this to upgrade, you know, this block with this material. Like in this game now, you can build a base out of wood, make some concrete, put the concrete in your inventory, get a multi-tool. There's no longer a repair tool. Get the multi-tool, and upgrade your wood to concrete, and then get some metal, upgrade the concrete to hull blocks, upgrade the hull blocks to hardened steel. And I think the upgrade tree goes as far as combat steel, but I think that is only for capital vessels, I want to say. I mean, I guess, you know, we'll find out eventually, but... So I pretty much, I'll get 2 clips worth of wood here. Once I blow through this second clip, I'm pretty much done with this chainsaw. I mean, I don't think I'm going to use more than this, and while I'm wandering around killing random monsters, I get some of them drop, oh, of course. See, that's what I mean. I have a tree that's, like, mostly dead. But some of them drop wood, so there's really no need to go bonkers on the wood. I mean, 39 chunks of wood, that's more than enough. So, they want me to place the O2 generator. You know what, let's go do that. I'm going to place it right next to the survival constructor. So many little things. Like, I'm pretty sure that they have this as well, but I mean, I'm really enjoying the fact that I can run with my jetpack on. Like, that used to drive me batty. It's like, why? Why does the jetpack, like, are your legs mechanically powered? Like, does the power being off to your backpack disable your cybernetic legs or something? Like, why can you not run? Why can you not run with your jetpack on? Yeah. Anyway, all right. So we got a pretty good start here. Actually, we're surrounded by pretty much every chunk of ore a girl could ever want. That looks like it's just too close to the Titan. That looks like it's too close to the other drone, but I'd rather deal with one patrolling drone that might come back than 2 point of interest drones, which will definitely come back. I mean, worse, to make it worse is the first time you shoot at one of them, they're just gonna summon like reinforcements. Like, I've noticed every single time, well, it's actually in the code for the game. I can't play dumb. I have actually looked at the code. But every single time you shoot one of these drones, there's a pretty good chance that one of them is going, you know, that 2 more are going to come looking for it, or 1 more is going to come looking to see what happened. So, I mean, I guess if you, you know, as far as immersion goes, if you took out a drone, you know what I mean, like, other things might come to check it out. I think he's seen me. Yep, he is definitely seeing me. Alright. So we're strafing here. Bitch, give me your stuff. Alright. Run your shit. Alright. Sorry, this is not a PG-13 channel. I will, as I have a daughter, try to refrain from too much cursing. Just seem to happen. Oh, okay. So, with this crappy drill that you get to start off, I don't do my drill down, you know, and you know, work top to bottom thing. I tend to like just drill straight in and then straight down to the bottom. I kind of use that shape of the hole as like a funnel. It's I try to find the most efficient way to do this. I'm also holding both mouse buttons down, because that appears for all intents and purposes to work. You know, like, you can see how quickly my stuff's going down. You see it skips a number every once in a while, but just hold one, like the left mouse button, it goes down normally and slowly. But you make, at least perceived to me, it might just be psychosomatic, but it seems to make slow progress like this. So I hope both because I'm lazy and eventually much more. I can make more of this biofuel, so it's not like I'm wasting a resource that's not renewable anyway. Oh, that freaked me right the hell out. For a split second, I thought that was like alien feed or something. But not so. It's gonna eat me? It's a succubus! Alright, so yeah, we're gonna pick up a bunch of iron here. This is like the first thing I do every single time I get in. I throw those things in, I start making some fuel packs and some crap, and then I just go and I pick up pretty much as much iron as I possibly can and stuff like that. This will probably last until I run out of fuel or whatever I'm using. My timer crapped out on me. That is multitasking for you. It is a myth. It's a myth. I've tried to do two things at once and completely derped out on one or the other at the same time. Your brain really can only handle one process at a time. It's one of the things I tend to work in an office where a lot of people talk about that stuff. Oh, I'm a great multitasker. No, you're not. Like even computers, which give the illusion of multitasking, don't multitask. If you're good at if you think you're good at multitasking, what you're actually good at is saving progress on multiple jobs. Your brain can't actually track both things at the same time. You might think you are, but actually there's been psychological tests. So when you hear me complain about multitasking, only two different things in games like this you can do two things at once, because you can like auto do things. You know, this, I can set some stuff and start to wander off. It's technically a form of actual multitasking. Performing three functions at once. It's just one of them happens to be passive. So we're burning through this clip. Let's display our amazing it works. I don't have the beam drill. Like, that's something I'm not going to get until I kill some bad guys and get some T2 stuff. So I've kind of given up on my whole, you know, start from the top and work your way down type of thing. No, I make a funnel. That's what I do. I make a funnel. Oh, there we go. Like this. And then I'll drill around the edges and I let everything fall. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. I hate that. I'm saying, I don't know why I just used it. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. I don't know how that's supposed to. I don't know how squeezing lemons is synonymous with something that's easy. If someone could explain that to me, that'd be much appreciated. It's one of those colloquial terms that people use that when you actually think about it, doesn't make any sense. Though I suppose it's kind of like the same, you know, probably made sense to that person at the time or something, whatever culture. Maybe it was from a commercial. Kind of like you say the same word over and over again, it tends to lose its meaning. Just like say spaghetti over and over again, or I don't know, walking. You say the word enough times, it feels like it's just gibberish. Alright, anyway, enough babbling. So we're going to burn through the last couple of things here. My plan is to build a base up on top of the mountain. And I've actually kind of thought about this. I have, so many goodies in store for your children. Santa has bought gifts from the Blueprint Workshop thingy. Actually designed my capital vessel that was not a flying shoebox. So that's going to be interesting. It's not complete by any stretch of the imagination. There's a lot more possibility I want to do to it. But I'm impressed with it. I like it. It's easily maneuverable. It's got a lot of that art steel stuff, which is upgraded to combat steel. So I mean, it's you'll see. I think in the intro of my videos, me testing it out on a space station, and quite effectively rendering the space station derelict. Very short amount of time, while taking minimal damage actually to the capital vessels. Even I was impressed by how well that did. I suppose it's not very easy. hard combat steel and, you know, guns on something. Really, you just need enough defense and offense together. Well, the problem is, and this I guess goes to people who are still, you know, on the fence, haven't bought the game yet, but there's currently like some weird issues. I mean, he hasn't really been fully fleshed out as far as the vehicles go. It's mostly the vehicles, really. For the most part, PvP, they've added some stuff, like, you know, handheld weapons in like their locks, so you can't have some random person go to your base and pistol a hole in your door and steal your stuff. Which I honestly think was a really good idea. But, you know, like little things like you can theoretically get in a small vessel, and if it's fast enough and has enough ammo on it, you can just run circles around a capital vessel. And the turrets have like a radial speed, like a speed at which they turn. And if your small vessel is fast enough, like the capital vessel literally like won't even shoot at you. It will just continually try to like catch you in its sights, or you know how the turrets try to shoot where you're gonna be, not where you are. Like they're constantly trying to shoot where you're gonna be, and if they do get shots off, they just shoot by a mile if you're going too quick. I mean, it's pretty crazy. So I mean, I know they're working on it, so that this is by no means like a nail in the coffin type of situation. It's something the devs are aware of. They're actively working on it. Discussions in forums, threads, and whatnot, on some updates. They're well aware of it, and they basically openly said, like, listen, vehicles are by no means finalized, like, especially like a hover vessel. Everyone complains about the hover vessel, and to be fair, they are kind of still crap. I mean, you really shouldn't have to, you know, jump through hoops just to get one that doesn't get stuck on the mountain. Like, the whole point of a hover vessel, you know, you're like, kind of feels like it should be able to go up frame, like tilt, which is the biggest issue. Like they say vertical, so you hit the thing, or you hit like a ramp. The floaty part is in the middle of the vessel. So if the middle of the vessel doesn't hit the yeah, there we go. If the middle of the vessel doesn't hit the land or whatever, it doesn't float high enough. Sorry, I was trying to check my timer there. I don't know why, but it keeps turning itself off. Yeah, you get stuck on the thing, basically. So a lot of people complain because, you know, a hover vessel is basically like a floating death trap. People think they're like gonna assault the point of interest with a hover vessel, and then they get close to the point of interest, and especially with some of like the new turrets, like you just get the holy poop blown out of you, and you're dead. Like, you have no choice but to abandon the husk of the vehicle that's left, basically, and yeah, for your life. Or, you know, you can die with the vessel like a good captain, I guess. It seems like good stuff. So yeah, they're working on it. I mean, in the meantime, there's a bunch of little tricks and stuff that you can do. Like, you've seen the death pod on previous episodes. I made it thin purposefully so that I could, you know, go sideways and straight from up the mountain. I also tested the hover engines, thinking if I put one in the front and one in the back, it would, you know, but that doesn't really seem to work. So, yeah. We don't worry about that too much anymore. If those get blown up, I don't bother fixing them, you know. I'm pretty much going to make like bare minimum stuff just to, you know, maybe pass the quest, and maybe a little bit more to you know, I don't know, go to space, get some satellite and stuff like that. It's not going to be anything too grandiose, but I mean, I intend on just building like little crappy cookies, and then, you know, from there going to space, and then I'm probably going to be using a lot of minerals. I'm not much of a builder. I like the fact that you can build in the game. I think I've also stated this previously, but it's not something I want to spend hours doing. Like, I watched a couple of YouTube LPers, and they have like entire sets of episodes where it's just like, I don't know, 5-6 episodes just like dedicated to like building a base or something. It's just like, okay. Or there's the token videos where there is no video. It's just, hey, look at this thing that I spent 20 hours doing. Like, Like, they don't show you how it's constructed or whatever. They just show you, this is the end result. And don't get me wrong, it's cool. Like, Space Engineers has an awful lot of that stuff. Like, there's very little, like, LP going on with Space Engineers. The last some odd times I checked into it, the combat is lacking. And even my friends who play Space Engineers who are really hardcore Space Engineer fans, who, like, absolutely polish. They love the building, and it really does have some cool stuff. But they, like my one friend just said the other day, like, oh, I don't know, SE is pissing me off. And she's like, okay, well, something else, like, join me, you know, I don't know, one of the other games that I play. But, it has its ups and downs. I mean, I even hit a small point with, you know, like, Separatist Die, which I love that game, where I was just like, nah, didn't play it. It's close to, probably closer to a year, honestly. Because, you know, I had Skyrim and Fallout 3 and, you know, New Vegas, and then Fallout 4 came out, and it was just like, I can't, you know what I mean? You have to make the sacrifice somewhere. And Lord knows I know an awful lot about that, ever since having a baby. You learn to sacrifice a lot of stuff you want to do. Like Father's Day comes by, and you're like, oh, Father's Day, this is, and all the commercials tell you it's a day for you. No, it's not a day for you. You know what you do on Father's Day? You take your family out for them to do stuff so that they can feel good about the day, even though all you wanted to do was have a coffee and sleep in. That's Father's Day for me. But you know what? Every time. I'll do it every time. Because I love my family. My baby's awesome. Oh, he's coming after me, isn't he? Alright, buddy. This is Death Wish number 2. What are you doing? Okay. Thanks for the loot, homie. This is gonna make starting off a lot easier, right? Alright, well, we're about at the end of our first episode. So I'm probably going to cut this off here. And we'll pick this up in episode 2. I have an insane amount of iron ore, which we're off to a really good start here. So if everything continues as it has been, and I don't, you know, forget to turn the damn microphone on. Yeah, I didn't even tell you. I already recorded this episode. I thought it was a good episode. It really was. And then I go back to the thing and I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be awesome. I don't have to do any crazy editing thing. All I have to do is get the, you know, the what in the world is going on here? Oh, good lord. Huh. Well, that's weird. Weird. Alright, anyway. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I figured all I had to do was, you know, just throw the stuff together and upload it, and then I go to look at it, and I realize I had recorded a half-an-hour episode with no sound. So, there was some cursing after that. But, here we are. You know, episode 1, part version 2? I don't know. And I think we're doing just as well. So we're going to pick this up again in episode 2. Until then, stay frosty, happy hunting, and we will see you next time, Space Cowboys and Girls.